What does not responding mean? It means pretty much what you think. Something's not responding, but exactly how and why that happens in Windows is for a variety of reasons. Some technically okay, and some definitely not. What does not responding mean? Not responding is Windows' way of telling you that a program might have a problem. Sometimes it's benign, but sometimes it's a sign of a deeper issue. I'm Leo Notenboom. This is askleo.com. Thank you to the patrons of Ask Leo for making this video, audio, and Ask Leo itself possible. askleo.com/patron for more information. Question. I'm having difficulty when I am browsing or using a program. After a few minutes, the computer freezes and I get a message in parentheses saying, not responding. Sometimes I have to log off and log on again to fix this problem. But after a few minutes, it happens again. How can I fix this? Not responding appears in the title bar of a program when Windows detects that the program isn't behaving properly. Exactly why depends on the specific program and what you were doing at the time. Let's look at some of the possibilities, which range from software or hardware problems to user impatience. Programs are expected to respond to Windows. Windows expects a running program to interact with it and respond to its requests in a timely fashion. If you type a key and the program you're using doesn't take it because it's too busy doing something else, that's not responding. If you click on the Close Program X on a program's window and the program doesn't acknowledge it, it's not responding. When Windows asks a program to do something like take a keystroke or close itself and the program fails to acknowledge the request within a certain amount of time, the program is classified as not responding. If the program never comes out of that state, we also call it hung, as in hung up on something. Legitimate delays. There are quote-unquote legitimate reasons this can happen. For example, if the program you're using is doing some very long CPU-intensive calculation, it might not respond in a timely fashion. For example, a video editing program performing some operation on a large video, or a spreadsheet performing a lengthy calculation. If during the operation or calculation you attempt to close the window and nothing happens, Windows might eventually add not responding to the title bar. It tried to pass your request to the application, but the app isn't listening. While it's bad design to not respond while performing lengthy calculations, it's also allowed and legitimate. Once the calculation is complete, the program starts listening and responding again. A different example is a program trying to access something over a network, like the internet. If the connection is bad or the remote server is slow, the program might spend a long time waiting for a response. During that time, it might well become unresponsive. Once the response arrives, it becomes responsive again. Anything causing an application to stop responding to your input or to Windows' internal requests can cause not responding to appear in the title bar. Not so legitimate causes. While lengthy calculations are one semi-legitimate cause, there are many other possibilities as well. Programming error. The classic case of an infinite loop in programming is perhaps the most common example. If a calculation is mistakenly written so that it never ends, and during which Windows is not given a chance to operate, the application may become hung and unresponsive. As a user, there's not much you can do except avoid whatever you did that brought the application to this point. Software design error. This is a variant of the preceding point, but I think of it as a different class of problems. Sometimes a program displays an error message in a pop-up box. While that error message is displayed, the application's main window stops responding until you dismiss the message. If the message box is displayed off the screen or behind the application's main window, it will appear as if the application is unresponsive. Hardware. Malfunctioning hardware can, in some cases, cause the software interacting with it to fail in ways making it unresponsive. For example, a USB reader or thumb drive might experience a failure such that the next program to attempt to access it, even just to see if it exists, might end up not responding. Hardware drivers. All the hardware on your system is in some way controlled by software. If that software has a bug, even if the hardware is working properly, the result could be a hung application. If hangs appear to be related to interacting with a specific device, it might make sense to make sure you have the latest drivers for that device, not to mention the latest updates for Windows as well. Malware. Whether intentional or simply because it's poorly written, malware can cause other programs or Windows itself to become unresponsive. Make sure your security software is running and up to date. It could be anything. Pretty vague, I know. It boils down to it could be anything, which is unfortunately fairly accurate. The actual cause and solution depends on the specifics of what you're seeing. Does it happen all the time or only when you do certain things? One specific application or several? All of these things and more are clues necessary to ferret out the cause and come to a solution. Without more specifics, my general recommendation is to make sure all your software and drivers are up to date and make sure your security software is working and also up to date. If the problem persists, try to narrow down the common causes, if any. For links related to this article or to leave a comment, visit askleo.com/2722. I'm Leo Notenboom. This is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.